Find the sum of line FB, line B, C, and line CE. Line constructions, Pythagoras theorem, arithmetic and algebraic operations are used to solve this question. Line OD equals line OA, which equals to the radius, r of the quarter circle. By Pythagoras theorem, the square of line AD equals the sum of the square of line OA and the square of line OD, which equals to 2 times the square of 25 divided by the square root of 2. The final result equals to 625. Find the square root of line AD. We have that line AD equals 25 units. Observe that line AD equals the sum of line AB, line BC and line CD. Substitute values. We have that 25 equals the sum of 10, line BC and 4. Solve for line BC. Line BC equals 25 minus 10 minus 4, which equals to 11 units. We called it equation 1. Draw perpendicular line from O to line AD and label point G. It is because line OG is a bisector of angle AOD and line AD. From 45 degrees right triangle GOD. Line DG equals line OG, which equals the sum of half of 17 and 4. The result equals half of 25. This is because triangle GOD is a 45 degrees isosceles triangle. Also, draw line MN, which is a part of the diameter of the circle, parallel to line AD. It implies that line BG equals half of 5 in units. Also, line CG equals half of 17 in units. Extend line FB and line EC to parallel line MN. Join line OF and line OE, which each equals to r, the radius of the quarter circle. Label points J and K, where OJ equals BG, which equals to half of 5 in units. Line OG equals line CK and line CG equals line OK, which equals to half of 17 in units. It is because opposite lengths of a rectangle are equal. Consider triangle JOF. Let line F be equals to x. By Pythagoras theorem, the square of line OF equals the sum of the square of line OJ and the square of line FJ. Substitute value. We have that the square of 25 divided by the square root of 2 equals the sum of the square of half of 5 and the square of the sum of x and half of 25. Simplify. We have that Half of 625 equals the sum of 1/4 of 25 and the square of the sum of x and half of 25. It follows that the square of the sum of x and half of 25 equals half of 625 minus 1/4 of 25, which equals 1225 divided by 4. Take the square root of the equation. The sum of x and half of 25 equals plus or minus half of 35. Take only the positive result. So that the sum of x and half of 25 equals half of 35. Therefore, x equals 5. We call it equation 2. From triangle KOE, let line C equals y. By Pythagoras' theorem, the square of line OE equals the sum of the square of line OK and the square of line EK. Substitute values. We have that the square of 25 divided by the square root of 2 equals the sum of the square of half of 17 and the square of the sum of y and half of 25. Simplify. Half of 625 equals the sum of 1/4 of 289 and the sum of the square of y and half of 25. It implies that the square of the sum of y and half of 25 equals 961 divided by 4. Take the square root of the equation. Solve for y. Take only the positive result and simplify. We have that y equals 3 units. Take only the positive result, so that the sum of y and half of 25, which equals half of 31. This implies that y equals 3 units. Hence, line C equals y, which equals 3 units. Also, from equation 1, line BC equals 11 units, and from equation 2, line FB equals to 5 units. The sum of line FB, line BC, and line CE equals 19 units. Therefore, the sum of line FB, line BC, and line CE equals 19 units.